Hi, in this tutorial I'm going to take you through how I set up a video in Logic, because oftentimes I want to take audio not just from the camera roll but from other sources and line it up to be a part of my video. Yesterday I did a really complicated one that was 3 audio tracks and they all came in at different times and I had to line it up with audio in the video at very specific times, so I thought this would be a really good one to show how I did it and what I achieved. So the first things first,
Untitled.
I need to pick my template, which is called video.
Collection. Image _ video.
So that loads.
Untitled. Tracks window.
Now, this is a single track project. It does not have flex time enabled when I import audio or movies. The project is set to 100. I'm not really sure why instead of 120, because that would make more sense. But anyway, in this case, I need to set it to 88 beats a minute just for convenience, because that's the tempo of the stuff I'm working at. It won't line up with the video at the end of the day, but it will make life a little bit easier. So
100.000 in slider. 80.0 88.0000.
like that.
Tracks group.
Then we have this tracks, and I need to set my VoiceOver hotspots up again because they always disappear.
Tracks header group. Saved as hotspot 9.
So that's that one. Now let's import the audio and movies. So let's go to my temp folder over here.
Finder. Temp window.
I've got a few files here.
Number PINOBOKPINODY 2020 _everything.wav.
So I'm going to talk about these once I've imported them.
Number PINOBOKPINODY 2020 _logic.wav wave. Pianobook1.wav pianobook.mov QuickTime movie.
So there's 4 files here. 1 video, 3 audio. So let me hit Command A, Command C.
Copy 4 items.
And then
Logic 1 bar 1.
Go to the beginning and paste. And then we're going to get some dialogues come up.
OK. Default. Button. Cancel. Extract the audio track. Ticked.
So the first option, the first dialogue we get is about the movie.
Open. This movie contains an audio track. Open the movie. Ticked. Extract the audio track. Ticked. Cancel. OK. Default.
Yes.
Button. Keep 25 button.
And this is about the frame rate.
Use 59. Keep 20. The Logic. The movie frame rate doesn't match the project frame rate. The movie has a frame rate of 59.94 FPS. The project is currently set to 25 FPS. Keep 25. Use 59.94. Default. Button.
So that's what we're going to do.
Press use 59. All selected files are untitled. Pianobook.mov.
Right, so it started to talk and then it cut itself off. And the reason being is because it's now in the movie window. So I need to tab.
Cancel button. OK. Default.
To see what the options are again. Because if I use VoiceOver, it just shows me the movie window with only has a close button in it. So.
Cancel button. Add select. Create new tracks. Selected.
Let's see if we can.
Add selected file. Add selected files to tracks.
Okay, this is the window about tracks adding.
Create new tracks. Selected.
I want to create
button.
new tracks. I don't want everything on one track. That's terrible.
Use existing tracks. Radio button. Place all files on one track. Radio button. All selected files are stems from one project. Ticked. Checkbox.
And they are all from one project, even if they start at not ×0. So here we go with this.
Cancel. OK. Default. Button. Untitled. Tracks window. Tracks header group.
Right, so now we have, I'm going to show you what's in the tracks area.
In tracks header group. In track 2, empty, mute. Track 3, track 2, empty.
You need to have at least one track in a Logic project for it to be considered template. If you don't, it just kind of breaks. So now that I've got all my tracks in place, I'm going to go down off of this empty track.
Track 3.
And then I'm going to do Command-Shift backspace. And that should get rid of my empty track because I no longer need it.
Track 1, piano book group.
That's the movie.
Track 2, number PINOBOKPINODY 2020 _everything group.
This is the everything track, which is all the music. And then
track 3, number PINOBOKPINODY 2020 _logic group.
That's my version of the music. I need to explain this as we go along.
Track 4, piano book 1 group.
Piano book 1 is the movie audio copied from a different source. So let me explain why I record my movies, my videos, two different places. One is the camera roll using the Apple Lightning Camera Connection Kit. And the next one is in Windows, which is kind of a redundant backup source. And the reason being is because I think my camera connection kit is dying and it puts lots of clicks in the audio and I don't like it at all. So I don't submit that to YouTube anymore because it's clicky and poppy and really bad. And actually, I think it's not even just the camera connection kit. I think it's actually the camera app on my phone. If I record in YouTube, it doesn't seem to do it. But I prefer to record in the camera app because it tells me if I need to tilt the phone left or right or anything like that. First things first, for my own convenience, I'm going to drag this piano book 1 track to track 2 so that it's under the movie track, and then I'm going to line it up. So
out of tracks head in track 4 piano book.
I'm going to do VoiceOver and comma.
Track 4 track 1 track 2
and go to track 2 and then drop it, and hopefully it will drop it before track 2.
Dragging track 4 piano book 1. Track 4, Piano Book 1, dropped on track 2, number, Piano Book, Piano Day 2, track 1, Piano Book, track 2, Piano Book 1, group.
There we go. And I think I just did a wrong key, so let me check my undo step, because I think I just nudged the region some weird way.
Menu bar, edit, undo, drag tracks command.
No, I didn't. Okay.
Track 2.
I pressed
Piano
Control and Home, and I thought that might do something bad. Oh, of course it wouldn't. It would go to the beginning of the region. Okay, so first things first, there's lots of things I need to mute.
Number
So let's
toggle channel strip mute on.
mute that.
Track 3.
And mute
Toggle channel
that.
strip mute on. Track 1.
And let's
one
play
bar.
these two tracks here.
Metronome.
Well.
One bar
So
4.
that's the things not lined up. So first things first, let's line these up.
1 bar 1 beat 1 tick.
If I go by transient on the movie track, which is
Track 1, Piano Book group.
that's the movie. If I do Control period,
1 bar
see
3
it
beats.
came in right there. So
One
I
bar
did
two.
that click so that I can delete it later on. So if I now do Command Option comma,
1 bar 2 beats 285 ticks.
there we go. And then I'm going to go down to the audio track.
Track 2,
And I'm
Piano
going
Book
to
1 group.
semicolon it, and then we're going to line it up bit by bit. So let's play this. Well.
2 bar.
Okay, so that's actually early. So let me undo that
1 bar 1 beat 1 tick. Track 1, toggle
Well.
channels.
and listen to the...
1 bar 1 beat 1 tick.
So with
1 bar-
metronome, let's see which one comes in first. Audio metronome.
one
Okay,
toggle-
that's kind of on beat.
Track
What about
1,
this one?
toggle channel strip solo on.
Oh,
Toggle channel strip solo on.
there we go. Got
Toggle-
to make sure
track
what's
one.
solo and what's not.
Bar 1 beat 1 tick. 1
All right, so that's coming in a little later. Ding, ka-ching,
toggle channel strip solo off. Track 1
and
1 beat 1 tick. 1
that's pretty much on that. So what I now like to do is to pan out the movies left and right, the audio left and right, and then you can nudge until we get where we want to be.
track 1 in track pores 0 plus in 10.
Go all the way over there.
Out of track 2 piano in track pores 0 in
Go all
10.
the way over there
Track 1 track
and play.
2 piano book 1 bar
Oh, this is...
track
well,
toggle channel strip solo on. Toggle channel strip solo off.
This should be my submission
Toggle
for
toggle-
the 2020
Track 1 track 4
Since the audio on the right is the real audio that we want to keep, it is time to push it forwards. So what I'm going to do is press Control number 2, which will move it in. I'm not sure. Let's go into the key map. I always forget.
in table. Select nut region / event position right by division star.
Okay, by division.
Search key untype
2020
tracks
challenge
window track
set by Christian Henson.
Wow, one
Oh,
of those
boy.
nearly did it. So now,
If
6 bar
let me unpan these, and then I'm going to basically use Control or Option left and right to nudge by milliseconds. Because once I know, I can get that sound bang on, and you'll hear what I mean in a second. So let's unpan this.
track 1 track 2 in track port 63 in 33 of 20 13 of 3 of 63 0 out of track in track port plus 0 in slot plus 5.0 dB
Oh dear,
plus 1 point plus 0.0 out of 64 of
having a blind moment.
14 of 64 24 of 64 34 of 64 6 of 63 right channel 5 1 0 pan
Right.
track 2
I have done my editing correctly,
So
7
now
bar-
I'm going to press Option left on the audio track.
1
which
beat
is
400 7
right,
bar
that's
2
the
beats
wrong way.
957 ticks
Tell.
probably going to be my most
7
scary
bars, 4
video
beats.
editing thing to date.
8 bars,
You're
2 beats,
hearing my submission in the background
toggle channel toggle
with Christian's chords.
I'm pressing
Just for now.
Option right.
But when the sync pop
10 bars 2
I actually think it's going the wrong way. So let me do Control 9, which goes back by 10 ms.
kicks in a few
beats
seconds,
28 ticks 10 bars 3 beats 709
Right, we're just going to
1 bar 1
continue to
Well.
try and line this up.
1 bar 4 beats
I'm doing
if
Option
this
right.
works out, this
2
It's
bars
getting worse.
should
700
be my submission
I've
3 bar
done
2 beats
Control 9
451 ticks
a few times.
for the 2020
4 bars
piano day
4 bars
Okay.
2 beats 7
Control 9 again.
2020
170 4
Right,
bars
now I think I've gone the other way, so let's go Option right again.
challenge
beats 82
set by
ticks
Christian Henson. Oh
I'm going to
boy.
turn VoiceOver off, actually.
voiceover off
If I have done my editing correctly, which is probably going to be
So what
my
I'm actually
most-
doing is Control right, stop, play stop, which is actually just, it will take less time to nudge it, because it does do it, but if I stop the transport, then you hear it very quickly.
Scary video editing thing to date. You're hearing my submission in the background with
Right.
Christian's chords.
That's now lined up bang on. So the first things first. That's good. Let me put VoiceOver back on.
voiceover track 1
Let me show you why
Piano
I
book
don't
group.
want to keep the audio from the video and why the Windows audio is better. Also, apart from anything, when I'm recording directly to the camera roll, I do it actually just so I can line it up, by the way. Not because I need it, but because it is really useful for lining up purposes, as you see now. The reason I do this is because, well, you're here. If I jump to about
1 33 41 bar 33
here, I think. Let me solo the
bars
video audio.
toggle channel
Bit more.
42 bars 1 beat 1 tick 51 bars
You hear all
50
those little clicks? That's coming through the camera audio, and I don't know why.
51 bars 1 beat
I'll go back to this. Actually, I'll go back
50
a bar here.
1 beat 1 tick
There's a click
50
right on beat
50
there.
bars, 1 beat. 50.
And that happens a lot. So now if I go down to the other track, the better quality
track 2, toggle channels, 50 bar.
which is recorded in WAV 16-bit 44.1, by the way, and that's another thing. The camera audio is recording AAC 128K, so I'm actually replacing the audio with not only a better copy without clicks, but a higher quality copy. So listen to this. No click.
50 bars, 1 beat.
If I go back to the video audio,
Toggle 50 bar.
there's that click.
1 beat, 1 tick. Toggle 50.
Right, so now those are lined up. That's good. Now, the idea of this, by the way, this video is that, where is it? About 33 bars?
43 bars, 35 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick. 34 bars, 30, 32.
Here is a click.
30.
I've got to line one of the other tracks up further down. I think it's the Logic track, not the Everything track, which is my actual piano submission, with that plop. Or the guy that did the video called it the sync plop, if you will. So that's also another useful marker. So let's do that one next, and then we will do the last one last, which is actually the first thing I recorded. So let me see. What's soloed and what's not?
Track 2, toggle channel strip solo on.
Off.
Toggle channel strip solo on.
Okay, nothing solo. Does that mean
toggle channel strip mute on?
that's now muted? Okay, good. So now we've just got the good
Piano
audio
1
here.
group.
Great.
Track 3, number PINOBOK PINOD white toggle.
That's my talkie track. Don't need that right now.
Track
I
4,
need this
toggle
one.
channel strip solo on.
That's just my piano.
30.
So the idea of this video, by the way, is that we were making a system, a piece of music, a systems piece of music. So we've been given chords and a bass line, and we have to basically complement it. And it's going to be done with loads of piano players all over the world. Well, not just piano players, instrument players all over the world. And they're going to mix that. So that sync plop has to be on the final product. So that's why I need to now take this version, not the one with his chords in, because in the original video, the guy said, I don't want you to send me the ones with my own chords in. I've got that already. Just send me your own submission. So that's why there are these two tracks here. One,
Toggle channel.
that's my playing plus his playing, which I used as talkie material in the beginning.
Toggle.
And that's just my playing. So, of course, those two are lined up because they all came in at time 0. But this is not what we want in this case. So if I go back to bar 1,
toggle channel strip solo off.
Solo.
Toggle channel strip solo on.
You hear that? That's the sync plop.
Metronome on.
And that's at bar 88, beat tempo 88, because it was written that way. So, of course, it's going to be that way. So, yeah. I now need to move this to, and let's find out together.
Track 1, track 2.
I think it's about bar 33. From when I made this yesterday, because I'm actually going over old ground, which is good because I've practiced doing it. I made this video and it's up on YouTube already.
13 bars, 21 bars, 29 bars, 1 beat, 33 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick.
It's solo.
Toggle channel strip solo. Track 4, toggle channel strip solo off. Track 1, track 2.
My bad.
Toggle channel strip solo on. 32 bars. 33 bars.
So I need it to be around there. So
33 bars, 1 beat.
I've done option space at this point. I'm going to take the transport back.
33 bars, 2 beats, 260.
I'm scrubbing.
33 bars, 2 beats, 477 ticks. 33 bars, 2 beats, 33 bars, 2 beats, 507
Stop right
ticks.
There. And if I go down
track 4,
to track 4 and hit semicolon, hopefully that's going to be
track 1,
very close.
Toggle channel strip solo off. 30.
Again, it is time to pan out the audio like this.
In horizontal splitter, out of track 1, track in track 4, 0 pan, in 10.
All the way over there, okay.
Out of track 4, in track 4,
this one,
horizontal 0 pan.
because I need that
in circular
sync plop to be
10.
lined up 100%.
32 bar. Toggle channel strip solo on. 32 bars. 33 bars, 2 beats, 506 ticks.
It seems that did not line up at all. Why?
38 bars, 36 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick. 32 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick. 31, track 1, 1 bar, 1 beat, 224 ticks. Toggle channel strip solo on.
Oh, it helps if it's soloed, yeah? If this
track 4,
out.
33 bar.
Oh, it isn't actually too bad.
33 bars, 3 beats.
Now, I can take it and I can do better when I go forward and hear my piano playing, because that sync plop is almost lined up. But
50 bars, 50 bars, 50.
I feel like my piano's a bit ahead, so let me push it forward again like we were doing. Let's try Control 0.
3 bars, 1 beat.
It's a bit hard to tell, isn't it?
33 bars, 2 beats, 5, 32 bars.
Let's listen to that again. Close.
33 bar, 33. 32 bars, 1 beat. 42 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick. 43, 44 bar, 43.
All right, let's try
Bars, one
unpanning
beat, one.
and see how it sounds then.
Track 3, track 4, in track 4, 63 of, in 20, 13 of, 3 of, 7 of 60, 3, 2 of 6, 0 pan, out of circle, out of track 2, piano book 1, in track 4 is 64 of 64, in 50, 16 of 6 of 63, right, 5 of 6, 1 of 0 pan, out of circular, track 4, number piano, 33, 32, 33.
Okay, that's almost on point. Let me turn VoiceOver off and
VoiceOver
see if I
off.
can just get this a little bit better, because I... wrong way. Yeah, I think that's it. That's the one.
VoiceOver 50.
Right, so we've got that all lined up nicely, nudgy. So now I can show you what I need to do for the rest of the video to work, and then we'll save it, and I'll show it opening up in QuickTime, all the things that we've done, because we've done quite a few different things today, and we can really see if this worked out as it should.
Track 1, track 2, toggle channel strip solo off.
Oh, I'm silly.
Track 4, toggle channel strip solo off.
All right.
Track 2, piano book 1, group. Track 3, number piano BOOK, 1 bar.
So let's play this back from the top. Well,
Toggle channel strip solo on.
This should
Toggle
be
channel strip
my
mute off.
submission for
Toggle channel strip.
Piano Day 2020 challenge, set by Christian Henson.
okay, all that's playing. So what I actually want to do is delete this beginning part, because there's no talking there. So I'm going to get to where my kind of piano bit starts in this file. This file, by the way, is Christian's piano playing, as you hear, the chords, and my piano part as well.
13 bars.
So I'll take it from...
Beat 348. 12 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick. 12, 13.
Let's take it from... where are we? 12 bars?
13 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick.
13 bars?
11
12 bars.
12.
That's
12
a funny
bars,
place.
12 bars, 11
bars?
12
All
bars,
right,
1 beat,
11 bars.
11 bars, 1 beat, 1 tick.
So let me split the region, Command T as
Split
usual,
regions of-
and then
4 beats, 900.
delete that,
Track 3, 1 bar, 4 beats, 100.
and then we're going to
1
drag
bar, 1
with semicolon
One-
all this to the
1
beginning.
beat, 1 tick. Toggle
Well,
1 bar.
also,
Track 2. 1
that
bar.
tick that I
One beat,
made
one tick.
to line up the camera audio
Toggle
on piano
One
book
bar.
1 track, which you've heard, I don't
Three
really want to
beats.
keep in there, so we're going to chop this off as well. So let's...
1 bar, 3.
there we go. We back up a little bit with Command Option comma twice.
1 bar, 3.
Command T,
Split region.
Shift Space.
1 bar, 3 beats. 1 bar, 3 beats. 1 bar, 3 beats, 5. 2
That'll
bar.
do. This doesn't have to be as perfect as yesterday. This is really for demo purposes. Let's delete that.
Track
Don't
2,
need it.
number, piano
I
book,
don't need to
piano, toggle.
move that audio though. I just need to have
bar.
that tick gone.
1 beat, 1 tick.
Well,
Track 3.
Right.
Toggle chat.
and
2.
yesterday I knocked this down to I think minus 14 dB. So let's do that now.
Track 3. Number P. In track 3. Port 0 pan plus 0.0. Input monitoring. Plus 0. In, minus 6 point. Minus 14.0 D. 1 bar 1 beat.
Well, there we go. Nice talky level.
If this works out, this should be my submission for the 2020 Piano Day 2020 challenge, set by Christian Henson. Oh boy. If I have done my editing correctly.
So let me pause it here, just so you go. Just to recap. So there's 2 tracks currently that are playing. There's my talkie track up
Track
here,
2. Toggle channel.
Which is probably going to be my most scary video editing thing to date. You're hearing
And underneath
my
this-
submission in the background.
Toggle channel strip 9.
is the piano playing that I've done. So if you listen to the narrative along with the music,
7
it'll
bar.
make a little bit sense.
Correctly.
1 beat 1
Which
tick.
is probably going to be my most scary video editing thing to date. You're hearing my submission in the background with Christian's chords, just for now. But when the sync plop kicks in a few seconds, you'll just hear what I played. It sounds quite dull by itself, so it is best to have it with the other one. But that's the point. Since this is going to be mixed with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of other people's work, it will sound a little bit like, huh? A bit like backing vocals in the studio. You just have the harmonies, you see, just little bits of noise. So I will now go into Logic, and I will be recording with Christian's backing. Of course, the thing that you will hear in a minute will just be mine. What a strange thing. Time travel and all. Very freaky. Anyway, it's time to begin playing, and I can switch off this disgraceful microphone and put it down. Let's get to work.
Right, so I've put the mic down, and I'm going to now fade out
Toggle channels.
this track.
30 bars.
As soon as that's... By the time that sync plop kicks in, that needs to have been gone. So let me... Oh no, that's a test sync plop. That's not the real one. I'll leave it playing a bit longer.
7 ticks.
No, that was just a test one. I'm going to delete that part of the audio as well.
32 bars.
So where that metronome
3 beats,
is.
300.
Okay.
32 bars. 1. 32.
Back up.
32 bars.
Split regions.
Split read. 32. 2
Let's
beats, 201.
delete
Track 3. Number.
all that.
30
And now
bars,
I've
4
gone
beats.
back to the first region, which
1 bar, 1 beat,
starts at bar 1
32 bars. 2 beats, 241 ticks.
and ends there. So it's going to end abruptly.
31 bar.
That was just a test one. Let's do this for real.
30.
It's a horrible cut, yeah? So what we're going to do is go into the inspector.
Inspector. In inspector. Table. Flex. Gain. More. Delay. Fade. Curve. Fade. Type. Curve. Fade out. 0.
Fade out, and I'm going to drop into the fade out.
In
And
slider.
I'm going to do voiceover shift, right arrow a few times, probably like a 3 or 4 5-second fade.
3. 5,994.
That'll do.
29 bars.
Let's back it up to bar
28.
28 and listen from there. No, that was just a test one. Let's do this for real.
30.
Perfect. So I also want to fade in the intro because it
slide.
clicks
1
in
bar,
for
1.
some reason. Hear that?
1
Do
bar,
not
1
like
beat,
that.
1 0 slider 0 fade in 0 in 2,997 1 bar 1
Well, that's what I'm talking about. If this...
2
Okay,
bars.
so far so good.
3
So
beats,
now
700
we need to, because this is what would be sent to YouTube, I need to chop out this first piano book track, from where that my submission kicks in. So we
49
need
tick
to go here.
30
See, now there are 2 tracks playing again, tracks 2 and tracks 4. The first track is obviously the video track, so we don't count it. So I now need to,
33
from this point onwards, I'm going to go up.
bars 2
And I'm
beats
going to
500
split at this point on track 2.
split regions events at play height position
Let me solo.
toggle channel strip solo on 33
See, we don't want any of that. So I'm going to delete that completely.
toggle 34 bar
And I'm
1
also
beat,
going to
30
delete a little bit further back in the previous region as well, because
33 1 bar 33
there's a beep, a test beep, and I don't want Christian to think that that's the one where I'm starting the actual recording.
25
Graceful microphone and put it down. Let's get to work.
20 bars 2 beats 4 20
I just want the mic kind of drop because it's a bit comical and a bit pointless.
bars 4 beats 8 28
So I'm gonna chop that file right there. So I'm gonna do Command T now,
split regions 28 bars 1 beat toggle
and we're left with a few bars where I'm setting up. Don't need to hear any of that. Delete it.
toggle 31
So let's
1
hear
bar
this from the very beginning again, and then we're going to save it out because I think we're basically done at this point.
cycle mode on
No.
cycle mode
Well, sorry about that. If this works out, this should be my submission for the 2020 Piano Book Piano Day 2020 challenge, set by Christian Henson. Oh boy. If I have done my editing correctly, which is probably going to be my most scary video editing thing to date, you're hearing my submission in the background with Christian's chords. Just for now. But when the sync plop kicks in a few seconds, you'll just hear what I played. It sounds quite dull by itself, so it is best to have it with the other one. But that's the point. Since this is going to be mixed with lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of other people's work, it will sound a little bit like, huh? A bit like backing vocals in the studio. You just have the harmonies, you see, just little bits of noise. So, I will now go into Logic, and I will be recording with Christian's backing. Of course, the thing that you will hear in a minute will just be mine. What a strange thing. Time travel and all. Very freaky. Anyway, it's time to begin playing, and I can switch off this disgraceful microphone and put it down. Let's get to work. I ask you, where's my piano track gone?
10. 0. Out. Fade in. 0. Slider.
Okay, what happened to my...
Tracks group. Toggle channel strip solo on. Toggle channel strip. Toggle channel strip mute off.
Oh, it was muted.
33 bar. 31
Let me go back a little bit then. That's it. This is why we check our work, you see, ladies and gentlemen. So, track 4 was muted, and that would have been really bad because you would have, well, the sighted people would be basically seeing me play with no sound and no sync and no anything. And that's kind of pointless. So the video audio is muted on track 1, as we know. And if you listen to it, if I go up
one
here,
beat, one tick. Toggle channel.
you can hear it playing along with that metronome.
Toggle.
But we don't, of course, want that. So there's my piano. And if I unsolo the video audio,
Toggle.
it's all lined up, see? Complete with nasty
Toggle check.
clicks from the video audio that we're not going to use. And there's a slight delay on mine, which I added post-production.
Toggle channel strip mute off. Toggle.
That's the raw recording.
Toggle 50.
And the other one is a bounced version post me making the video. So that's why I said about time travel. So just to recap then, in the beginning, tracks 2 and 3 are playing.
1 bar, 1 beat, 1 tick.
Well,
Toggle.
there's my talk. If this works out,
Toggle.
that's track 3 with the bounce of everything. But
Toggle
piano
check.
date.
4
and
bar,
then
2
we'll
beats.
jump forwards to
33 bar, 2 beats, 517
here.
ticks.
And then there's only one track playing, which is track 4, my submission itself.
30.
So it is now time to bounce this baby down. Yes. So let's try it.
4 bar, 2 beats.
I'm going to go to track
187
1 because when you bounce a movie down, you have to have the longest audio track in focus, because if you don't, it will not work correctly. So it's very important that you go to the track that you want the movie to end on, because, for example, if you go to an audio track that starts at bar 33 and you bounce that down, Logic is going to cut the video and only bounce down the section where the audio lives. So it's incredibly, incredibly important to get exactly what you want. I have made this mistake far too many times to count, and trial and error tells me that this is not a good thing. Right, so everything that is muted should be, and everything that is not, so that's good. So we go into the file menu here.
Menu file. New command.
Movie, MO.
Movie.
Submenu.
Movie. Export audio to movie
Export
ellipsis.
audio to movie, yes.
Export audio to movie. Location and name of new movie.
Let me just stick it in my
dialogue.
temporary directory.
Back forward. Group. New folder. Button. Temp. Where.
It's already
Pop-up
there.
button. Piano book.
Content selected.
Save as. Edit.
Okay.
Piano.
Piano
K.
book,
Piano book.
tutorial,
Tutorial.
movie.
M.
Just so that it's all...
Tutorial.
Yeah. You're not going to see this, by the way, but it's okay. So let me press enter.
Choose tracks to export. Dialogue. Choose track. Table. Cancel. Button. Okay.
Right, so this choose track to export thing, by default, contains the movie track, which is unselected, which is what you want. You do not want the movie track, unless you do want it, by the way, and you're just using it as an editing rig, to be exported along with the work that you've done in Logic already. It takes it for granted that you want the other tracks that are in the project below this line. So, or basically anywhere else in Logic itself. So you could actually add music to this. You could add sound effects. I could have added, laughter and silly things and cows mooing, and it would all get exported to this movie file at the end of the day. Basically, it's almost like a bounce, but with video attached. That's literally all this is. But I'll show you what's in this table.
Cancel table. Track number 1. Enable 2. Sound. AUG. 2 channels. 0 bit. 44.100 kilohertz.
Unticked.
Checkbox.
It's unticked, and that's the way I want to stay.
2. Sound. AUG. 2 chat 2.
And there's only one thing in this table, by the way. Even though it says 2, that means 2 channels.
2. Sound. AUG. 2.
So don't be fooled by that. I thought that there was something wrong with the table for the first few times I did this.
Track name. 2. Sound. 2. Set to 2. Out of table.
So we don't need to worry about it. Now, if you see, because sometimes you will do it, and you'll see a checkbox when you're not in this table that says on separate tracks, and it's ticked, please uncheck this box. If you don't, what will happen is that when you export this to certain platforms, you'll have a silent audio track with nothing on it, and your audio will never be heard. It makes multiple audio streams, and that's not what you want unless you do want it and you know what you're doing. But yeah, do not leave that box checked. If you see it, it's not showing up in this case, and it doesn't seem to show up in all cases. But if you do see it, please uncheck it.
Can't. Okay.
Default.
Can't tell you how many times I've made that mistake. And there are a few media players that can play multiple audio tracks, VLC, MPC-HC, things like that. But by default, YouTube, for example, will not see it. You can upload a video and have all the tracks playing at once, and it's bad because it even includes the track that we didn't want checked in that table, for example. Bad business. Anyway, it is time to finally bounce this project down
Okay.
Default.
Button.
to a video file.
Logic
And
Pro
I've hit
XZ.
OK. The bounce is occurring. The most scary
Logic Pro
part
X dialogue.
is now
Dialogue.
happening. And I'm not going to play the full 5 minutes of the video. I just want to make sure that the key points have worked after all the hard work we've put into this morning.
Untitled. Tracks.
Right, back to the temp folder then.
Finder. Smart tempo multi-track set. Pianobook.mlp QuickTime Movie. Yesterday at Pianobook tutorial movie.mlp QuickTime Movie. Today at 09:19. 965.4 megabytes.
That's about the right size because the other one, the default one with the crappy audio in it,
Pianobook.mlp QuickTime Movie. Yesterday at 12:58. 912.7 megabytes.
about the same size. So let's open up the one we've just done
Pianobook. Open selection. QuickTime. Pianobook tut.
and hit play.
Select.
Well, our fade has worked. Our minus 14
If this
dB
works,
has
this
worked.
should be my submission for the 2020.
Let's go forward a little bit.
Toggle minus 9 10 seconds. It's 46.
Just
1 minute.
and I can
1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 20. Out. Toggle elapsed.
The fade has worked. The beep has worked. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we've made our movie. I think we're good to go. So that has been a quick tutorial on movie editing, or not kind of editing the movie, but editing audio to go along with your movie track in Logic Pro X. I hope that this has been useful to some. It's been long-winded, I know, and I apologize, but it's good to get all these things lined up just the way you need them and want them, and not just willy-nilly and hope for the best. Thank you for listening as always, and I hope you got something out of it. Take care.